Oh, Cam, you got the ox?
Oh yeah. You right.
I've never heard it this quiet in here.
Yeah.
Like in the whole studio.
Oh yeah, no. Starts next week.
Was there gunshots?
Is that what?
Were there gunshots?
Yeah, there were gunshots.
You gotta let somebody know. I'm from Detroit. You gotta let me know.
I'm
You just
sorry.
don't be busting off gunshots.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I just was just playing with the drop.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is my jam.
It's your jam?
Hoo.
Hey.
Hoo. 'Cause I'm lonely for you. Smiles have altered to tears, but tears can't wash away my fears.
Okay.
My real audio in here, my bad.
Yeah, no, I think they can
Because them
hear
vocals
you.
is terrible. Hey, kiss me, crying, baby. Okay.
Hey.
I'm a Motown baby.
That's fire. I didn't know if the connection was gonna be made or what.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
used to
took a
bang
stab.
this in high school.
Yeah?
I used to bang Motown's greatest hits.
Okay.
It might have been a cassette tape, low key. I'm telling my age.
Okay.
My friends hated riding in the car with me
Why?
because that was like all I would listen to.
Motown, those songs are stories.
I know, yeah. Some
Like
people don't appreciate
it's
good music.
storytelling,
They wanted to hear the Hot Boys,
I get that, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed the Hot Boys at the time. Shout out Guerrilla Warfare, but at
still
the
listen to
same
Guerrilla Warfare.
times, those Motown songs are great.
It is. It is. It's good.
Come
music.
See About Me. It's a pop song, but I have never heard a white person say "Come See About Me." It sounds like a very black phrase that they got in there.
Me.
Come see about me. That's black right there.
I don't know if I've ever heard anybody actually say, "Come see about me." What?
No, I feel like I've heard people say that like in a fighting
school.
kind of content.
Come see about me.
Yeah, like come see about me. You got a problem? Come see about me.
Come see about me. I guess it's the about that's throwing me. Like, come see me. You know what I mean? But
no, come see about
come
me.
See about me.
Yeah.
I don't want to see about you, Rob. Your energy you giving right now is like, I don't want to come see about you.
No, we got
Keysha E.
Huh? It's just a drop. It's just for.
Why is there so much gun activity
ambiance. I apologize. It's the culture. Everything is violent when it comes to drops. I don't know. It's just where we are in drops right now. I guess I should make it have more variety.
No, do you listen?
It don't always got to be aggressive violence.
I'm a guest.
Keysha, I met you on Keep Your Distance.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. We did Keep Your Distance over the pandemic, and then on Zooming with the homies, found out that you didn't see a lot of black movies, and then that led to a whole series.
Yeah. Black Card off Layaway on Kevonstage App. Make sure y'all check it out.
So that's
2
fire.
seasons.
I saw that whole thing.
Come
about.
We had you on 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it was some black things that you didn't. It weren't movies.
Yeah,
but...
no. I Dice. I don't even think I really grasped it afterwards. I think
all your
it's
money
beyond me.
there.
Yeah, there were times where I could have kept my money and didn't know. Oh, I gotta grab it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing if he ain't gonna say nothing.
Mm-hmm. It makes me think that the game is not just the game. It's not a sport. Part of the game is holding on to your money.
Well, I think in Dice. That's kind of the whole game.
That's the whole game.
You want to win money. You don't want to lose money. You want to win money.
The object is to win money.
Right.
And in my head, I'm just thinking about number combinations the whole time. Like, I'm just adding up different numbers on die. Like, that's all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about the money. And the whole thing is really about the money.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I think you lost all of your money that day.
I did. But that's all right. Keysha, you are a comedian from Detroit. You also did stuff in the computer side of things.
Yeah, I have a master's degree in computer engineering.
A master's degree in computer engineering. Would you consider yourself a nerd?
Yes and no. I think technically I would be a nerd.
Yeah.
But I think I was always the cool, popular kid. So I didn't fall necessarily in the nerd category, although I was somewhat into... Because I think it was a balance. I was into nerdy things, but then I was also into sports. Like I played sports, or, I listen to rap music. Or like I always had that balance of like, I could do both.
Yeah. No, because you don't give off nerd at all. That's the thing, But it's like you got to have some kind of interest in going in, and passion for something in order to, get a master's degree in it. But at the same time, you don't give off no, like, you're not a dork, you're not a geek. You might be a technical nerd, but, that's it. So you played sports? You played basketball?
I played basketball for a minute. I swam and I was a cheerleader.
Okay. Dang. Wait, how you play basketball and be a cheerleader?
Because I cheered for football.
You cheered for football and was like, I got a hoop. Like
it was it was like 2 games that it kind of overlapped, and I left my basketball game to go cheer. So out of the locker room, I showered, put on a cheer uniform, and came out. And people was like,
"That's crazy."
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's a stunt.
That's a stunt.
Yeah.
In hindsight, though, I realized I probably wanted to do gymnastics, and I just didn't know at the time because I really was only cheerleading because I like to flip.
So you was flipping?
Yeah, but I didn't like wearing skirts and stuff like that. So it was like all of this, all of that. But I'm here for
but
flips.
like when it was time to flip.
Yeah. So as I got older, I was like, oh, you probably want to do gymnastics. You just didn't know.
Yeah. Our cheerleaders in my high school, they could flip and the whole crowd would be like, ah! Like it would be dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what position did you play in basketball?
I was a point guard.
You were a point guard? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. I never was allowed to do that. I was never allowed to take the ball in. Yeah, I couldn't take the ball in.
What did you play? What position did you play?
I played like the 3, 4, but like in Little League. Like, you can't jump high, you can't dunk. The hoop is like way up here, so I'm just, not getting past 2.
But you was shooting, right?
No.
Why?
Whenever I got the ball, I would be surrounded by hands. Like everyone on the other team was like, "It's my time to get a steal," and then it would just be like hands everywhere, and just it just wouldn't be good.
You got to be quick. You got to be fast.
That's not my jam.
It's not my. Get the ball. You got that killer instinct. You got to shoot.
I would get the ball, and then I was like, I got to decide what I want to do. I
gotta decide. You ain't got that type of time.
Yeah, we got 24 seconds.
I mean, yeah, but before
we have plenty of time.
You technically have 24 seconds on the shot clock. However, before you get guarded and now you can't shoot. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't have a bag either. I didn't have like I don't know. I was a stickler for the rules.
It was like participation. You were just on the team for like.
Nice on defense.
Okay.
I would lock people down.
Okay.
They wouldn't get, because I'd be active. Like, that's where I would like, all right, cool. I'm going to. Also, not getting past it, it's like, this is the only way I'm going to get the ball is if I take it. Mm-hmm. So I was aggressive on defense.
Okay.
You get playing time that way.
I'm not mad at that. The
Other
bad
kids
boys,
don't play defense. Yeah, I was going to figure out something. But offense, it's just something in the, I don't know. They could just see it on me that I didn't have it. And they were like, yeah.
You should have been like, come see about me.
I should have been like, come see about me. That's how I should have been.
Oh, God.
That's what I should have done, for sure.
Dang. Well, I mean, you play a good D. Hey.
Play good D. Still play. Still, getting better.
Okay.
Getting better. Can always improve. I learned
Wait,
that.
you still out on the court now? You saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not pretty. Like, it's not like I was never good. But
you enjoyed playing the game.
Playing basketball will cause me to exert myself in ways that I won't on my own. I will never run on a treadmill as fast as I will run in a basketball game that's close,
Got you.
Like, I'll never push myself that much just on my own.
Well, that's cool. I mean, you're getting a good workout in.
Yeah, I'm getting a workout in.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. You still play?
No, not really.
Not really?
Not at all, actually, when I think about it. I probably haven't played a game for real, in 4 or 5 years, maybe. And I can't even say for real. It wasn't organized, but just going to the gym and actually playing. I'll shoot around with my brother sometimes when he's in town.
Okay.
But, yeah. No, that was many, many, many moons ago.
Many moons ago. Keysha, what song gets on your nerves when they bring you up? Because I know, for some comedians, they put you in a box and they're like, all right, when this comedian goes up, I got to play Beyonce. It's a woman,
It's
like
funny
this.
because that's what I was about to say. Anything Beyonce, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Because I'm not necessarily mad at them playing a song by a female when a female comes up, although it's stereotypical, whatever. But Beyonce, it's it just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna get me hype. It's not. I'm instantly gonna come on stage and be like, cut it. And it's just, I know you went to that though because you saw a black woman.
I see that. I see women comics get on stage or brought up to Beyonce, whether they love the song or not, and immediately is like, all right, now I'm in joke mode because I already see how there's already a thing set there that is not indicative of who you are necessarily or who you or what you're about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. I'm never going to have anything to say about the song. Sometimes certain rap songs, because especially nowadays, some of the things they say in rap songs, you be like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can go off of that real quick. And, but it's I have nothing. This is not the time nor place for Beyonce, I feel like. Yeah.
No, I feel you. What do you like? Do you have a preference? Do you have a song you like to go up to? Would you rather no music?
I don't. I would rather music because I've had a show where I went up to no music. I had a show where I went up to a man playing piano live, and I was like, "This is killing the mood." So I would prefer music.
Okay,
but I don't actually have a specific song. Honestly, I don't really have this is it. And you got to play this every time I come up. Nah, if I'm in Detroit, I usually request a Detroit artist, either some T Grizzly, some Big Sean, something like that. But other than that, I don't have a specific song. No.
Dope. Yeah. Me neither. I'm the worst at picking songs. Yeah. I'll pick songs that will put me in a hole.
Would you like
the audience will be so this is not normal intro music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was in Arizona and they were like, what song would you like to go up to? And it was it just felt crazy there. The comic that went up before me was saying all kind of pandery MAGA stuff, to the crowd. And it was I was like, can I get optimistic by the souls of blackness? And they was like, yeah, sure. And that's what I wanted to hear. But the audience was just like, what is happening?
That's funny.
As long as you keep your head to the sky, what are you doing?
Right. Because I feel like it's a certain energy. Most people want something that's going to get them hyped, the comedian and also the crowd, and something that they can feel.
But I also didn't know what they would like that would be hey, this is me.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can't necessarily tailor it to the audience. Like, I feel like obviously if it's a predominantly black audience, almost any rap song I come out to is going to hit a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think you should tailor it to them, so to speak. I think more so something that's going to put you in your zone or get you hype if you want to come on stage and, you know, whatever your energy may be. Because sometimes, listen, as a woman, because I'll tell you today, Rob, you almost got a phone call.
Okay.
I was almost about to be like, get somebody else to do it.
Okay.
Because as a woman, it's been times, and we'll talk about this, female comedians, you go on stage and I'm dying. I have cramps. I don't want to be here. But this is the job, and I'm going to come and I'm going to show up and I'm going to make you laugh. And sometimes I don't want to come up to nothing hype because that's not my mood right now. So y'all going to get what y'all get, and I'm coming on this stage like, hey, listen. I was about to Lauryn Hill y'all today, okay?
Yo.
So I think it's, you know, not necessarily like tailored to them. Or not necessarily to get you super hype if that's not where you're, you know, because I'm more of a lax comedian too. I'm not like super loud. I'm not super over the top. I'm not super, you know, physical, that kind of a thing. But anything in the kind of hip hop genre is, you know, besides Beyonce, I'm cool with.
Got you. Just specifically Beyonce.
Specifically, I mean, or any other, because I mean, at the end of the day, she's a singer. Like, yeah, she has some upbeat songs, but she's a singer, and I'm not a huge Beyonce fan.
Got you.
Not to say that she's not
great
at what she does.
It's just...
So chances are I'm not gonna know the words. You know what I mean? This isn't my jam. Like, I'm not coming out like, oh, this is my shit. So it's like, cut it. Let's get to it.
Yeah, and just, you know, play a variety.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, people want to hear something and play off of that. You know, you might hear something on the spot and be like, what? What did they just say? You know?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Keysha, would you rather be a volcano or a mountain?
A volcano or a mountain? Let me think about it. I think I'd rather be a volcano.
Okay.
I think I'd rather be a volcano.
Why?
Because I'm at the point in my life where I'm more of like, I like to be home. I like to be in my space. I like to be around just the people I want to be around. I feel like everybody ain't going to the volcano. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't just kicking it at the volcano. Y'all ain't all in my way. You know what I mean? But at the mountain, it's like, though you got a beautiful view, you also got to deal with like all the people. They want to hike up you and drive around you. And, and then the volcano also is like, you can erupt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like as a volcano, it's like you got a superpower within you. You know what I mean?
You got a superpower, but also you destruction.
Yeah, but just don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's that element. You let people know, like, don't try me. I feel like people would try a mountain. Don't try me.
People would try a mountain. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't see goats just chilling, you know, on a volcano.
Yeah. I like warm weather.
They don't even try it.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you be?
Oh, that's a tough question. A part of me want to be like a giraffe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just above you hoes. Like, you know, I'm all the way up here with it. And I like they spots. I like they, you know, I feel like,
Do you think giraffes started with like long necks, like always from the jump, or you think over time, as trees got bigger, their necks got longer?
I think they've always had to have started. I feel like they had to have started with somewhat of an elongated neck.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not it got longer over time, I mean, possibly. But then does that become a part of your DNA? If I'm slumped over and then my back becomes like this, if I have a kid, they don't necessarily have those issues, do they? Unless I have like scoliosis or something.
I think the thought process, I might be wrong, is that maybe there's like a lot of different neck lengths. but the ones with the longer necks are attracting the partners. And so then that way over time, it eliminates the ones with the shorter necks.
Oh, and then the longer necks become more dominant.
Yeah. That's where I think they went with it, but I don't know.
I've never, if I gotta be honest, I've never actually thought about it.
Yeah.
I just feel like even when I went to Africa and I went on a safari and I felt like, even though there were much more dangerous animals out there, the giraffe is the one that stuck out.
Wait. You went to Africa?
Yeah, shout out to the motherland.
All right.
And so even though it was more dangerous animals out there and we're in like an open Jeep safari, the giraffe just is stuck out more because you can see it from afar, and it just, I don't know, to me it has something more elegant about it and something more of like they just in a zone of their own, like in a league of their own.
And probably if it's like flat, you could probably see far being that high.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, would your favorite dinosaur be a brontosaurus?
No, I feel like my favorite dinosaur, because they dinosaurs, so I feel like it would be the most aggressive, which would be what, like a T-Rex?
T-Rex, Velociraptor.
A who? Velociraptor?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about him, but yeah.
You know, they was in the in Jurassic Park. They were like,
but wait, actually, I don't like the ones with the little short arms. All of them don't have short arms, do they?
I feel like raptors got short arms. I think a T-Rex is like a giant raptor.
The short arm is like, but I feel like probably a T-Rex, yeah.
But like the raptors were so hard in Jurassic Park, they named a team after them.
I don't remember Jurassic Park, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I remember like the gist of it, but I only seen it at one time when it first came
Jurassic
out.
Park, big budget Steven Spielberg movie came out in 1993.
That was a long time ago, so you got to imagine my
It's like an amusement
memory.
park. It's like a zoo.
No, I remember the movie.
Genetically created dinosaurs.
Why Rob trying to play me, y'all? I remember the movie, but like
I'm just explaining it.
Every single thing in it, I'm gonna say, you know.
2 years later in Toronto, they were like, we got a basketball team. What should we name the team? And so many people watched Jurassic Park that they were like, we want to be the Raptors. That's what we should be.
Wow.
Barney was popping, so they made it purple. It's evident in the time. It's evident in what was popping in 1993 that's clearly what the Toronto Raptors did. Somebody call in and prove me wrong.
I'm like, did you really hear this, or you just made this all up?
I lived it.
Okay.
I remember when Jurassic Park came out.
I remember when it came out.
I remember
the Raptors,
when Barney came out, and I remember when the Raptors came out.
I never
I
synced
it.
I just never put it together like that.
Power Rangers, they was messing with dinosaurs. The 90s was a good time for dinosaurs. They had a sitcom.
I never got into Power Rangers. That sitcom and what was the other one? It was too tough for me to watch because they just looked like the one where they had the they didn't have hair, and I feel like they didn't really have their ears.
The Coneheads?
Not that one, but damn, what's it called? Alien something? It was like their head had lines or something in it. Come on, Cam, you know everything.
Star Trek?
No, it was like a TV show. Like I felt like they were on Earth, you know what I mean? It was normal, but they were what is that show? They were weird. They looked like regular humans in a sense. I mean, you know, but they also kind of looked weird a little bit in the face. They didn't have any hair, and they had like their head was like never mind. It was just too tough to watch that in dinosaurs. Like,
I got you.
Just not very easy on the eyes.
Have you ever seen the last episode of Dinosaurs?
But probably not.
It's so sad.
What happened?
Like the meteor comes to kill them.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Dang.
It's like, yo,
They kept
that's
the
how y'all
Auto 100
went.
on the
Man,
show.
I was sad, like, because it made it apparent for me, like, hey, this show is not coming back. All right,
Yeah,
it's
you
not.
can't come back from that.
It can't come. You can't come back from.
I've never watched that many episodes of that show.
Nakamama, I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
I do remember that. I remember that, but I never. That's Wow. Shout out
They
to the
probably
90s.
had a blast in that writer's room, writing for the dinosaurs. They probably was high-fiving and having a good time.
Shout out to the 90s.
What's your favorite sitcom? Do you have a favorite sitcom?
The Cosbys.
The Cosbys?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the CBS one with Dougie Doug?
With Dougie Doug. You talking about when they did that spinoff? Oh,
yeah.
No. The Cosby Show.
The Cosby
original
Show.
Okay,
yeah. 1984.
Yeah, the original
Jumping out
Cosby
the van,
Show.
Rudy playing football.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I was Rudy when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Especially when I found out we had the same name in real life. I was like, I'm Rudy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
and my friends used to call us the Cosbys. Like my family, they used to call us the Cosbys. I was like,
really?
I'm Rudy. Like, that's my favorite show. Even to this day. I, matter of fact, watched it not too long ago. I think during the pandemic, all the seasons.
Okay, you got them on DVD. I was about to say they not as easily streamable.
I mean, listen, I separate, the roofies from.
Okay. Are you going to the tour?
No, I'm not going to the tour, but.
Who would be there? Who would be there? I don't know. I would be interested in hearing him do a set after. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't pay to go, but I would be interested to hear what a current Bill Cosby set is.
It's crazy because I actually never really got into Bill Cosby's stand-up.
Yeah.
But I love the show. I felt like, and even to this day, I mean, I guess you could say Blackish, but in Blackish you have the element of like rainbow being mixed and attributing certain things to like her white side. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can't think of another Black sitcom that showed a Black family in a good light in terms of like they weren't struggling, they weren't in the projects. Like I couldn't watch Good Times; it was just too much struggle. I was just like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And it was just a wholesome sitcom. Like, yeah, they still had issues or whatever. Theo wasn't the best in school, you know what I mean? But excuse me, but overall it was a positive. It showed a Black family in a positive light, and so I was able to identify with that. Yeah. Where I felt like a lot of shows growing up, I was like, what? Like Family Matters, I couldn't get into. It was a lot going on in the house. Like, why is the grandma, the auntie, the cousin, the kids? Like, why is it so many people in this one house?
I mean, it's expensive to live in Chicago. They got all them bikes. Like, it's a lot.
I didn't get it. But I feel like today, that's probably still one of the most, like, positive displays of a Black family.
No, that's real. That's real. A doctor and a lawyer somehow have 5 kids and, go all kind of jazz shows and stuff and still, like, both of their parents are still alive and like, it's like, it's, they went to college and one kid's going to Ivy League school, other kids going to Black school, other kids going to state school. It's just, yeah. No, they were super intentional and they had, psychologists like on board to like make sure it was a positive role model and like Black art in the background and all kind of cultural references and just they made sure they did it right with the Cosby Show, and it's kind of sad that because of everything that's going on that's kind of some of that's getting lost.
Yeah. I feel like it's still the show itself though, despite all the things that's happening with him. Mm-hmm. I feel like for me, it doesn't take away from the fictional characters in the show.
Heathcliff.
And still, and still what the show represented itself. Like to me, I don't then say, oh, you know what, that family was dysfunctional because the dad was doing X, Y, and Z. Like he's doing this in real life, and that's fucked up. But this, yeah.
He is a OBGYN.
Very true.
Whose office is in the basement. But it's because he's delivering babies.
Now that you put that piece with it, but at the time, nothing seemed wrong with it. But now that you add the roofie element into it, it's like, what was really going on in the basement?
Oh, man.
That's funny.
But I learned a lot. I mean, I didn't know about, lawyers go to law school, doctors go to medical school. Like, all that I was exposed to from the Cosby Show as a real thing, as a real option. I have friends I went to college with that became doctors. And it's like, yeah, that was, a positive image. But also, like, I live in Atlanta, and I'm from Atlanta, and so I was able to be exposed to that being an option in a real life context. I feel like there are so many people that are from places that don't have that same outlook, So, like, a lot of times I'd watch stuff and people be like, "The Cosby Show, that wasn't a real black show," and it's like, dang,
Why?
that's crazy. Because they have an idea of like race and it's a narrow
Like
minded.
black people's in it or white people's in it?
I've
People of other
heard
races,
so
I should
many
say.
black people say it that I've heard prominent white people say it, like repeat
That's
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it's interesting more so for the black people that are saying it. Like, what?
But they're saying it from a perspective of like, I didn't feel seen watching Cosby Show. And there's other people that were like, hey, I wasn't exposed to this even being possible. So to me, it's completely fabricated by something else.
And see, I think that's why it was one of my favorite shows, and I identify with that show more than any other show because that was the most accurate representation of my life.
And there's people who live that. There are people who, and like there'll be times where I'll post a joke about my upbringing, and then people will make assumptions on it. Like, oh, well, he wasn't around black people, or he didn't, and it's like,
I think
no,
it's wild
I was.
to think that it doesn't exist. Like, it's one thing if it's not your reality, but to think that it just don't even exist at all, it's like, damn.
But I mean, that's based on perception. That's based on, there's some kids that grow up and, their teachers look a certain way.
Yeah.
And the students look another way. They're anybody of power, the principals, the administration, the
I guess when I think back when I was a kid, I didn't realize that people grew up without having dads in their lives.
Really?
But that's when I was young. Like, I think at some point then you understand, like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But I don't think I really realized that until probably like maybe like high school. Probably.
Okay. Dang. I feel like I always knew that. But I also like not even in a just from experience, also just like, Blossom single dad. And,
See, that never really registered me when I'm watching TV because
the smart guy and sister.
But he had a dad. He didn't have a mom.
He had a dad, but he didn't have a mom. Yeah. So I'm just like, the Parent Trap. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm seeing stuff and I'm like, yeah, it's possible.
I think as a little kid, you assume whatever's happening in your houses was happening everywhere. And then I think when you got a bit older, it wasn't that I think I was just in my own bubble of like not paying attention or not being like, and then it was like, oh shit, this person don't got a daddy. And you're like, wait a minute, what? And then there's like the realization of like, oh. So yeah, I think at some point, but that's wild. People are like, I just can't fathom the Cosby's.
Were you ever a bully?
No.
No?
You know what's so...
Because I feel like not knowing people didn't have dads in their life would cause you to say stuff to people and they'd be like, man, that...
No.
Why would you... Man.
That's
Why don't you get your dad to buy you a pencil? Oh my God, I can't believe... Can you believe what Keysha said to me?
That's hilarious. No, because you know what? I never, like... Literally my whole life in elementary, middle, high school, whatever, like I was literally cool with everybody. I was cool with the cool kids. I was cool with the nerds. I was cool with the athletes. I was cool with like everybody. Like I ain't had no beat. If you had an issue with Keysha, they like, oh, it's you. And like I did I had wrote a series that I shot. And shout out to Cam who's editing. And so And so I did a GoFundMe to raise money for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a young lady from high school who donated, and she left a message and was like, you know, I've always, because people from high school would always say, because comedy just kind of happened. It was never part of the plan. And people were like, we always knew you was funny. You was always cracking jokes and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So she left this like long message. It was very nice and heartfelt and was like, you know, I've always believed in you. I always felt like entertainment was your purpose and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, and you were always nice to me, even when the other kids weren't. And she was like, you know, it was some people who would say X, Y, and Z, whatever. And I just thought back to it, and it didn't even at the time register that. I mean, I guess I knew that I was taking up for this person, or that I wasn't participating in these things, or telling people not to do this, but it didn't register to me the impact or effect it had on that person, or that she even realized that I was doing that. And I was just thinking back, like, that has always been who I am. Like, I'm not gonna sit around and let somebody bully somebody. That's just not my thing.
That's
we
dope.
can crack jokes and we can roast each other and we can play, you know, amongst each other, but you're not gonna sit here and pick on somebody who may not dress as nice or hair isn't, or whatever the case may be. Like, I ain't never participated in that.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. I always had rules. I always felt like I would only make fun of things you can control. Mm-hmm. Like I would, you know, if we're clowning and you clown on me, I'll clown on your shirt. I'll clown on something that, like, you know, tomorrow you have on a different shirt. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna, you know, something you got no control over. I'm not going there. I feel like that was out of bounds. But also, kids have no bounds. So. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been in a situation though where somebody was even like saying something to me to where I had to say something back to them. Like
oh,
that.
Really?
Like,
so you just went through unroasted.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was always cool with everybody. Yeah. So, I mean, like amongst friends, like literally close group of friends where we're joking, but not on some like really coming at somebody. That kind of thing.
Oh no, it was like war. I feel like being a boy in school, it was like, all right, really? you gotta come with it. And it was,
well, yeah, I guess for boys. Nah, it was just chill.
It was hectic. Yeah.
Only like I had a couple fights and it was over some like, this girl stole my purse.
Okay.
My brand new Coach purse. And I wasn't even so mad that you stole the purse, but I was about to go to Red Lobster, and not because we had to sit around trying to find this purse. Red Lobster was closed after this football game.
No.
And then your mama pulled up to pick you up, and she had a brand new Escalade. This was a 99 Escalade just dropped.
Oh, no.
So you gonna steal my purse and your mama drive an Escalade? That right there, like, even if you
it's a lot of places
if you needed
to put
it,
your
girl,
purse
take the
in
purse.
an
I'll go get
Escalade,
another
though.
purse. But your mama drive an Escalade.
Escalades
like,
are
what?
spacious. She could have hid your purse in the Escalade. You know, it could have been under one of them back
so it
seats.
was stuff like that. And that wasn't even, I think, a target we was at a whole nother high school. It was just she so happened to be sitting behind me, and I had my purse in the seat, so she stole it. But
what you doing with a real Chanel purse in high school?
No, I had a Coach.
Oh, Coach.
This was
Coach.
Nah, wasn't nobody. This was when Coach was popping.
Oh, Coach.
This was in 97.
That was the C of 97.
You had a Coach bag and a Coach belt. What?
Yeah. Them C's.
Yeah. It was different. It was different. Them bags was about $200. $250.
That was a lot.
Well, I guess back then
that was a lot. Look at what $200 back then is now.
Yeah.
And I check the inflation calculator sometimes. Like $150 in 1997 now is like $270.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've never checked the inflation calculator.
Yeah, the inflation calculator. I like looking up what stuff was back in the day.
I know when I went home, I ordered a chili fry from Coney Island and a small burners, and it was $7.50. And I was like, I'm sorry. And did the price of chili go up? In what world is a chili fry $7.50?
I don't know what a chili fry is, but you know, that sounds like high for what it is.
Straight Detroit. It's literally just an order of fries with chili on it.
Okay, no cheese.
No, I don't like chili cheese fries.
Do just other chili. People get cheese?
Most people do get chili cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a huge thing in Detroit. CP, this is when I first got hip to him. He has this video on YouTube where he talks about like things Detroit people say, and everything was like chili cheese. He was like, "Let me get chili cheese on the fries, like chili cheese on the wings, chili cheese on a napkin, chili cheese on it, like
chili cheese on a napkin." I don't do that's cheese, hilarious.
Though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. I like I'm a sneaker enthusiast, so sometimes I look up like when the Jordans first came out, they were $100, And like now,
but weren't they like $65 or $75? Like the first Jordan ones?
The first Jordan ones were like 65. Yeah. Maybe 85. You know, different. They went down in price, different places and stuff.
Now they like $700.
But yeah, so the Jordan 2s came out in 1987, and that's when I looked up what $100 was, and then in 2022 that would be like $261. And the Jordan 2s that just came out last year were like $210.
The price of gym shoes has definitely gone up because I used to, back in the day, that's all I wore, right? And also high school, middle school, whatever, your parents buy them, so you don't even care about the price. But then even like college, when I was buying them myself, or I'll probably say right after college when I kind of stopped and I took a break, so I got a little girly. And then I bought a few pair of gym shoes and I was like, what? Since when? I remember Air Max 95s was like $110. Now they like $220.
Yeah. No, it's getting crazy.
It's the same Air Max 95.
But inflation.
Sheesh.
But also, they're not the same quality that they used to be.
Better or worse? Because I feel like the quality of a lot of stuff has gone down.
Yeah, no, I feel like the quality of a lot of stuff is going down.
The price is going up, but the quality is going down.
I feel like across the board, customer service.
Yeah.
I feel like the quality has gone down.
Oh, yeah. Nobody cares.
The customer is always right.
No.
I don't think everybody learned that.
No. Even, I went to Chick-fil-A in New York, and I was like, yo, it is not y'all pleasure out here.
Oh, no.
Like, the customer service there is completely different.
And the line's so stupid that they could just,
It's completely different.
There's a Chick-fil-A on 46. They don't have any chairs.
Is that the one near, like, Times Square? That might have been the one I went to, actually. Yeah.
It's like on, like, 46 and 6.
I think that is the one I went to.
Yeah, there's no chairs. Like, you just got to stand up and eat.
I didn't even realize because I was grabbing it to go.
Or eat in the window. Or eat outside. That's so New York.
Dang.
Yeah. If you're hungry enough, you'll eat in the window.
I just got it to go.
And then ate it while you walk? You went to a park?
I was going right around to, like, Times Square.
Caroline's?
Issue. No, to my friend's place.
Got you.
So I just waited till I got there.
What's your favorite place to do comedy? It could be a market. It could be a club. It could be
I would say back home, actually. I think that's the most challenging place. Yeah.
Okay.
Because my family not going to laugh just because you my cousin. Like, I think they're even tougher.
Okay.
So I think it's more of a challenge. And it's more rewarding when I do it at home and, like, people pull up that I haven't seen in forever. And you know what I mean? It's always packed. It's always a sold-out show when I do shows at home. And so the feeling that I get, I would say that's probably my favorite place.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never performed in Detroit.
No? You gotta come. We just got a new club.
I got family out there. I would love to go out there, but yeah, I've never done a show in Detroit.
Yeah, you gotta pull up. You gotta pull up. The crowd is not easy, but
yeah. I would come expecting that though. I don't think I would come to Detroit and be like, all right, you know, let's. Yeah, I feel like I would come correct. They seem like a come correct place.
Yeah, you kind of have to. But yeah, we got a few clubs. They just opened a new one, Detroit House of Comedy downtown, and then this Mike Epps has one that's opening. I don't think it's open yet, but opening soon, I think.
Okay. Do you have a favorite comedian?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. What's your favorite Chappelle?
Send his special?
Just anything. Role in a movie special.
I would say
TV show,
live
sketch.
from Austin City. Wait, City Lights? Am I saying that right?
The blue denim shirt.
Yeah, I'm like, why is the name escaping me?
Yeah. He dropped 2 on the same day.
Yeah, I was
you know
like,
what I'm
wait a
saying?
minute.
It was, you know.
I would say that's probably my favorite, and then I actually got hip to this late, the Chappelle Show in itself, but I felt like
you wasn't watching the Chappelle Show when it was on.
Not at the I it was still on when I got to it, but it was on its way out almost, so I had to go back and like watch.
Okay,
yeah.
I remember that first season. That's how I was. That's the only thing I knew that like kids in college knew. Like if I would see some kids in college, I would just like walk up to them and be like, "Man, y'all like Chappelle Show?" Like that's all I had. That's all I had that I knew that they knew.
Yeah, be walking around quoting it, the scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it's nuts. It was a cultural movement. I just started watching or rewatching the Chris Rock show on HBO Max.
What, the actual Everybody Hates Chris?
No, the Chris Rock show.
Oh, no, I'm not hip to that.
On HBO from like 97 to 2000, Chris Rock had a variety show.
Oh,
he had interviews, he had sketches, he had musical guests. It's crazy.
I'm gonna have to tune into that. That's an era, like it was lots of eras where I was not watching TV. Like, oh, that was college, you ain't got time.
Yeah.
You don't watching no TV. Yeah. But I have to check it out.
So, okay, do you regret any of that? Because I didn't miss anything. And so I didn't have the best grades I probably could have. I didn't, put myself in the best position to win necessarily because I was like, I'm going to watch Celebrity Mole tonight. I'm going to watch Tyra. I'm going to watch Nick at Night. I'm watching it all. So, like, do you regret missing any television or anything?
No, actually, I don't.
I feel like I didn't know we were gonna have everything.
What do you mean?
Like now we have everything. I didn't know I was gonna be able to like get every episode of Sister just pop up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Every Girlfriends, every Jamie Foxx show. Like, had I known that, I might have never watched TV at all.
I'm definitely more of a binge watcher. I'll say that. So, but I also don't regret it because I feel like now it's more beneficial for me to watch things just being in the industry. But back then it was like, what purpose is this serving me watching TV?
Yeah.
Like, not to say I didn't watch anything. I watched Martin. I watched certain shows, but that wasn't like TV wasn't my focus or wasn't my priority. And at the time I just didn't. It wouldn't benefit my life in any way. So, I might have missed out on certain conversations or certain, what is that, velvet? And I'm like, what is he talking about? Her shirt is cotton. And I didn't know because I hadn't seen Come to America. You know what I'm saying? But, like, nah. And then now, like you said, we have everything. I would much rather binge watch something.
Yeah.
And, like, be done with it in a few days.
Yeah, no, that's got to be... I mean, like, I guess certain things you kind of want all together. There's certain things that you're like, okay... You kind of had to know the music that was playing and what people were doing over here in order to really get it. But then other things are timeless and it really doesn't matter. Like, I feel like, if you see Boomerang when all the songs on the soundtrack are on the radio, it's probably like an incredible experience. But Boomerang's a great movie. You could just enjoy it,
I think if it's
out of context.
Because I didn't watch Boomerang until 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. So I think if it's good, you know what I'm saying? Like the soundtrack is good. Like those are songs I still listen to. The movie is good, so it still works. Today. So I think like that's the difference because you still, and it's nostalgic. So it's like you don't mind hearing those songs from back then because you still like those songs. It makes you think back to that time. You know what I'm saying? It still clicks. But if it's something that just was never really good, and you watch it now, it don't translate. It's like.
Plus, if you go into high school playing Motown's greatest hits, timeline wise, by now you in your element.
But I was versatile. I was balanced. I was also bumping Nas. You know what I mean? I am.
Okay.
At the time. I was also bumping Guerrilla Warfare. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I had a balance.
That's pretty diverse. Guerrilla Warfare to Nas, I am. That's pretty diverse. Yeah.
You gotta be well rounded. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Okay. Are you familiar? Have you been listening to the new Nas album?
I haven't listened to his newest album. And shame on me for that. Or Jeezy. Sorry.
King's Disease 2.
Yeah.
King's Disease 3. Magic.
I haven't listened to this the last one that just came out.
King's Disease 3 is the last one.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Really?
It's really
and not
good.
that I'm surprised anything like that, but
it's crazy because Nas was the first guy to get a bunch of producers to do an album. And that kind of started that trend of like rap albums being made kind of like pop albums with a bunch of different producers.
Yeah.
And now he's gotten with Hit Boy, one producer, and he's making so much good music. It's nuts.
I gotta
it's
listen
nuts.
to it. I'm definitely behind. A little bit behind.
It's all good. It's all good. We're all doing everything on our own schedule. We know it will be around.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I see my grandmother, she watches Westerns every day. And like I'm like, yeah, that's what she wants to see. And it's around. So I'm like,
okay.
I haven't watched Breaking Bad yet because I'm like, what am I going to watch when I'm older?
Breaking Bad is really good.
I'll watch it. I'll bust it open.
Do you watch Your Honor?
I did see Your Honor.
Okay. You know it's about to come back for a season 2?
Yeah, which is crazy because I think it's based on a limited series.
Yeah, I thought that was
that didn't come back.
Somehow they bringing the season 2 around. I'm here for it though.
What else can they do?
Well, I'm thinking maybe now he's going to try to retaliate in some way, or like maybe he's going to turn, kind of crooked, or what shit, he already did all the stuff he was doing. I don't know, or if it's going to be something with the gangs and the mob family. I don't know, but I'm here for it.
You talk about a show that suffered the pandemic. Everyone came back looking different. That little boy grew up. He hit puberty. He was out here, deep voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, taller. Like, hey, bruh, them 2 days was long. People came back looking stressed.
Oh, gosh.
Bryan Cranston.
It was weird
different.
because it was like, is it a pandemic or is it not? Because sometimes y'all wearing masks, sometimes y'all just out in the world.
Hey, the jury, they had to wear masks. Hey, if you don't have a speaking part on this show, you need to put your mask on, okay? Yeah, because sometimes they would like take your mask off and stuff. It was, yeah.
I didn't like when shows implemented that. Any of the shows that implemented the pandemic. It was just like, bruh, we live in this in real life. We know.
Yeah.
Something else.
Oh, man, the Billions, when they came through and they were like,
I'm behind on Billions.
Oh, yeah, no, they put the pandemic in Billions.
Did they?
For like a hot second,
I'm behind on Billions.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta watch that. Dang. See, I don't be having time.
Yeah. What you be doing?
That's the thing. I really do be having... I really do, low-key, but sometimes I don't. I mean, like, I try and have, like, make myself a kind of a routine since I don't necessarily have we don't work 9 to 5s or whatever.
Yeah,
so, like, get up, I do my mornings, the prayer, read my Bible, a chapter a day, whatever, get my workout in, talk to my parents. By that time, you look up, it's like, dang, it's 11 o'clock, you know what I mean? Try and get some writing in, a couple auditions, whatever, submissions. And then you might have a show. And even when I have time, I don't always use it to watch stuff. Yeah. Even if I have free time, I'll be like, all right, what else can I do right now? Or I try to be more intentional with spending time with people. Because especially during the pandemic, I love the pandemic. I was like, oh, I ain't got to see nobody. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So now it's like I try to be more intentional with like keeping up with my friends, catching up with people, spending time. So yeah.
Okay. Well, you can work some time in there, I feel like, to watch the stuff you like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I don't watch things, but I'll get behind. It's so much. So then I'll get behind. Like, BMF just came back out. I watched that last night.
It's already out?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It come out technically today, but it dropped at midnight. Which is really 9 o'clock our time. Okay. So...
I didn't know it was a Friday show. I thought it was a Sunday show. So,
that's what I kept saying, too. I was like, it didn't come out on Friday last time, but they changed the day. So now this season is Friday.
That's pretty smart, because people would check it out on a Friday and then go out and do what they got to do.
I love BMF. It's so Detroit.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
I watched the doc BMF doc, and it was interesting. It was like, it opened up some things that were subtle in the show that I didn't understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so in later they start buying these like big stretch limos and putting all these like secret compartments in them to like hide drugs and stuff. And like in the show early on, there's that one guy that has a secret compartment in his car that he like stashes his gun and stuff in, and it's like planting that seed like he's already kind of the handyman, type of thing. And so yeah, I didn't realize that until I really didn't know their story, which I think is making the show more enjoyable because then the fact checkers come and then I'm like, oh, okay. That's totally different, but I was still like entertained, And
I guess being from Detroit is like the story, you know what I mean? You know the rise and downfall, like what happened. I remember that day, like when they I ain't gonna tell the story because I'm sure they're gonna play it out in the series, but it was almost like the whole city was just like, damn, like it was just everybody was kind of like, dang, they got caught.
Wow. I love that Charlie Wilson did the theme song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what is BMF theme song?
At least you could wish me luck.
Oh, see that.
At least you could wish
this
me
would be the thing
luck.
too. Like when I'm watching, like in the beginning of the theme song, it's like I'm doing this, I'm doing something. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm not paying attention.
50 Cent gives you a fun,
like Power theme song. I was always into
Power theme song. I like the Raising Cane.
Remember when they switched it up and Trey Songz was on that one episode? The internet was up in arms. Boy, they snatched that.
They went back and switched it.
They snatched it quick. Like,
that was a great day for Joe. When they switched it back, Joe was walking around like, see? They couldn't do it without me, baby.
Oh my gosh. I remember that day. Like, wait a minute. Because it came back on. I want to say it was the first episode of whatever season that was. It came back and niggas was like, wait a minute.
Michael Jordan called 50 Cent and was like, put Joe back. Because in The Last Dance, he had that baseball bat. He listening to that Joe album. I'm like, yo, this is psycho.
Oh, gosh.
What did you listen to before you hoop? Did you have any like music you would listen to get you hype?
No, because I was like, back in the day. No, I don't think so. Nothing specific. It wasn't. This was in the car. See about me, come see about me, see about your baby. This was in the car. But sometimes when I go to the gym, every now and then, like one day I try to switch it up. I put on some gospel. Oh,
okay.
Oh, that workout was something different. Yes, because normally I listen to like some Jeezy. I put it on. It was his station on Pandora, so it was playing most of his stuff. It was playing some other stuff in there, but it just was like, I gotta do another rep for Jesus. You know what I mean?
Got to.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this gets me more amped than Gucci.
Book of Revelation.
Right? You just be like,
just pumping,
doing your little like.
Yeah.
You up your weight. You up your weight. I can do 30 pounds. Let me do 30 pounds. You be doing your crunches, you be like, in it. What? You want a revolution? I'm trying to revolutionize these abs. You know what I'm saying? It gets you going. I'm telling you, try that. Try it in the gym just one time.
Try playing Kirk in the gym.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might do that. You do
your
cool down, the silver and gold. Yeah.
You be on a whole other wave.
Keysha, do you have anything that you want to promote that you want the people to know? Where can they find you?
You can find me mainly on Instagram is where I post everything. It's Keysha.E, ITSKEYSHA.E. Any shows that I have coming up. My series Keys to the City will be out sometime soon, hopefully. We'll see. So I'm excited about that project. And anything I have coming up, I post.
Dope. Well, Keysha, thank you for coming on to the Inconsistent Podcast. It's been the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze. It comes out when it comes out.
Wait, so it's not actual like day.
It is. It's been pretty consistent.
Okay.
It's been like most Saturdays. It's been coming out, but every now and then life happens, stuff happens. It's in the brand.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming through.